I really hate when you copy the actual link and you paste it and it just comes out as the dashboard. Why couldn't Twitter be smarter than that and just grab the actual video? Give me a second so I can get rid of the echo. Here we go. This is the place where I should learn how to put on music while the chat gathers in excitement. I could get surgery. I don't think surgery would work for what I want. I don't think I would get what the trans community would say passing privilege. I would definitely be labeled a true scum. But you see these news and it's very hard not to regret. Sometimes I want to be a woman so bad that I'm lucky I'm not in the UK. You'd think the charity The Mermaids would come and try to convince me to get surgery. Right, let's talk about something else by the time we get more people in the chat. What I really love is that recently the Facebook owner, Mark Zuckerberg, has decided to spend some time with a couple of conservatives. I think he had dinner with Tucker Carlson. He might have had dinner with Ben Shapiro. And because of that, the left is freaking out. They viewed this as definitely a culture war, and they're losing an arm of the Inquisition, I guess. And they're calling him an active collaborator with right-wing factions, spreading disinformation via Facebook. It's like, yeah, well, you know, lying is not a crime. I'm really sorry to say this, because if you had like an AI, the aliens, someone that is outside of humanity and he would be in charge with deciding what's a lie and what isn't, then yeah. But because we don't really have that, I mean, people lie over the phone and I don't see this lady freaking out, you know? He's not doing anything to stop it because he's sympathetic towards the fascists. Okay, yeah, so the fascist is Trump. Apparently he had dinner with Trump. I didn't know that. He wants their money, obviously. Oh, no fucking shit. Notice how they don't talk about Google wanting money or any other company like Amazon or anything like that. It's just they're attacking Facebook because he had the audacity to have dinner with Trump. Zuckerberg is another example why the ruling elite billionaire class has to be ended. They are actively subverting democracy in the interest of hoarding wealth. I really hate this childhood mentality. Throughout human history, you will always have millionaires. Like, every single government system that we had has the upper class. I mean, even the Indians, when the Europeans went into the America, the chieftain's hut was better decorated and much larger than everyone else's. Monarchy, you have like the people at the top. Socialism, you have the inner party. The idea that you're going to create a system where you're not having people at the top is ridiculous. My voice is feminine. Yeah, I mean, as long as the lights are out, maybe I will have passing privilege. Who knows? Why does this background picture features S-star handle when your normal videos have the real subscriber name? It's because this picture is old. That's why. I'm sorry. Sorry. Plus, I don't expect many people from here are going to subscribe to my subscribe star because they watch this channel. Most people know about my main channel, and the people here are people coming from my main channel. So I don't even know how to change it. Look at this one, right? Reset the clock. I'm sorry, reset the clock. Married female teacher 30 slept with not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 pupils at an elite South African private school. Like, I generally do not understand. Oh, no, never mind. I mean, if these are the pupils, I might start to understand, but if you Google female teacher sleeps with students, you will find some really attractive ladies. It's not like they're missing out, you know? It's not like they have a difficulty in their love life. And they constantly end up, you know, being accused of sleeping with their kids. It's a phenomenon that's so often that South Park made an episode about it. So apparently she is going to be investigated after an 18-year-old pupil claimed he had been involved in a quote-unquote intense sexual relationship with her. And she became controlling when he tried to end it. Investigators hired by the school found that she had been bedding pupils for at least 6 years, targeting boys who were over the age of consent. Well, I mean, gotta get consent. At least she was doing that, unlike most other ladies that are involved in these things. Why is she so hot? The affairs took place both before and after she married a 32-year-old venture capitalist, Pavel Vyoty. How do you react when you find something like that out? Miss Vyoty is also known to have filmed explicit videos of herself, which were circulating within the school and online. But investigators failed to determine who she initially sent the footage to. Why does it matter? How do you even deal with, like, what? If you know you're a teacher, why would you view... The pro found that she breached the school codes and the codes of ethics laid down by the educators. And this means she will never teach again. Except sexual education. Vyoty could still face civil lawsuits by the family of boys who were affected. But she didn't break any laws. What lawsuits? She has not spoken publicly since news of the scandal broke, and she refused to comment on investigators. But still, I'm really curious. What does intense sexual relationship means? I mean, what is the difference between an average sexual relationship and an intense sexual relationship, right? Like, we inquiring minds want to know. But anyway, right? So let's talk about the thing that I promised we're going to talk about. I mean, this is the saddest thing that I have seen on the internet. And I didn't want to make a live stream today, but after seeing it, I decided to do so. So, give me a second. So, give me a second while I try to find it. Why, oh, here we go. I don't know this YouTube channel, TLC, but hopefully I'm not going to get a copyright strike or something. Anyway, right.
Hey, how you doing? Wendy, how you doing? What's going on? I've been working as a nail technician for 15 years and I love it.
So this is the guy, you know, and he's a nail technician. It's like, first of all, I love the job name, a nail technician. You know, like when you think about technician, you think about machinery. You think about an engineer, like someone with a university education, right? That's what I think. That's what where my mind goes. But no, like, why couldn't this job be called a footman? Is it because it was taken by the military? And it's like, you can't be a footman. But my point is, like, he's not the most wealthy person in the world, which actually makes this to be quite sad, right? I mean, I don't know how much nail technician earns, but I assume it's not a lot.
That is awesome. That is nice. It's a great job. You get to meet new people, make them look beautiful.
And this is another thing which again makes this sad. Like, he's actually happy with this job. You know, you get to touch people's feet, and it's like, yeah, it's a job that I like doing. It's like, okay, you know, like, I'm happy he finds happiness in what he's doing. That's very important for a lot of people. You know, not everyone is meant to be a rocket scientist. I'm not a rocket scientist, and you know, like, some people are there to make jobs that don't require an upper education, and being happy with what you're doing is the most important thing in life, in my opinion. So again, like, this is why I can't laugh at this guy. It's genuinely sad.
Go ahead and take a look at the menu.
Welcome to Aloha.
Wait, what the fuck? Do you have a menu? You have a menu at the nail salon? What is this sorcery? Again, I'm from Eastern Europe, right? Like, you go to a nail salon, you actually tell the guy what you want. Like, you're not being served a menu. Holy shit. Good times create weak men, huh? Okay. So there is a menu. Okay.
Go ahead and take a look at the menu.
I come to Aloha nails about twice a month, and Caesar does a really good job. He always puts his heart into his work. People request him all the time.
So he's actually good at his job. That's interesting.
When I tell people I do nails, they're pretty surprised. I learned to do nails from my ex-girlfriend. She was my high school sweetheart. We dated for 13 years, and when we broke up, I was heartbroken.
So it's not like a guy that's a virgin, right? That's what's interesting. Like, he actually had a 13-year-old relationship, and he didn't want to break up. This is why, to me, I can't laugh at this guy. Like, when you have a relationship for 13 years and you miss those teenage years where a lot of people just go on dates and they learn how the relationship works, you know, according to our times and whatnot. So this doesn't seem to be like the guy. He seems like a very hardworking dude. He seems to be like a cheerful fellow, enjoying what he's doing. Used to be in a relationship. You know, like, how can you not like that? How can you like that? Nah. This, what, this is a serf to your job or what? Yeah, he is straight. No, he's absolutely straight. He likes a girl. We'll see about this.
But still a hopeless romantic.
What I love in these videos, you know, where you see the guy walking on the bridge, you need to realize that a cameraman actually told him, it's like, yeah, can you please walk on the bridge and look at the water, like, thoughtful. You know, just walk slow. And then some editor came in and put the sad music. It's really interesting, you know, how if you think like how it was made, it kind of ruins the mood.
It's very important for me to have somebody that's my soulmate, somebody that I can walk the beach with, live our life, and basically in like a dreamland.
Someone who can bang their brains out, you know.
Like I love you.
Oh my God.
And
I'm going to puke a little, but, you know.
I think I finally found the one woman that I've been searching for all my life.
Holy fucking shit, dude. Alright, out of your league. Way out of your league. This woman, alright, you look at how she's dressing, you look at her accessories, alright, she is not going to date a nail technician. You can be the best nail technician in the world, unless you got a Ferrari. This woman is not going to go. And I'm not saying like her body or anything. Like, I'm stereotyping based on her hairstyle, based on her body language, like all of these things put together. All right, way out of your league. But anyway.
Her name is Maria. She's 28 years old and she lives in Ukraine. We met on Anastasia Dating. It's a very special website that brings Americans and Ukrainian women to meet each other for a small price.
This is Eastern European power. This is Eastern European power, guys. She has the dude face. You've seen better. Yeah, but Tactical Droid, you're from Europe, alright? I mean, the Americans haven't seen anything like this. It's why the American-Ukraine collusion is going on. Oh my God, but anyway.
Anastasia Date has a unique system. You could buy flowers, candy. Then it's up to the girl whether she wants to respond. This is the card and the...
So let me get this straight, alright? If I'm a woman, I get to subscribe on this website, and I just get random flowers and chocolates, and if I am asked to respond, that's okay. If I don't, I just don't have to respond. I mean, you can actually, like, if you're good looking, you can open a flower shop with this shit, and you're just going to have merchandise coming in constantly. Oh my God.
Flowers that I sent her with my email and my phone number on it.
I mean, come on, she's not that bad looking. Like, look, even Tactical Droid is to admit, like, there's not much makeup going on here, and yet she looks presentable. Like, come on.
This cost me $450.
$450 fucking dollars. Holy shit. For what? For the genital organs of some plants? You need to understand, like, flowers are for plants, like dicks are for horses, okay? $450, and again, like, this is a nail technique. Like, how much money can he possibly make? I haven't seen the video, by the way, in its entirety. I just looked at it a little bit in the beginning, and I think I managed to get another minute ahead, and then I'm like stopped. So I'm going to get actual reactions with you guys.
And then she emailed me back, and there was immediate sparks. Yeah, it was like firecrackers, and everything was just booming off. She's kind, she's smart, funny. She makes me feel special. She is my soulmate. Maria and I communicate every single day. And then she sends me these little videos, and she's given me pet names like Big Daddy, my husband.
I can't wait to be with you. Love you, my husband.
Oh my god, this is so fake. Like, I mean, I'm not the most experienced out there, but that is fake as fuck. Kamala Harris dropping out of race. Tulsi smiles. Oh, that is. Jesus. Okay, right.
Do you think she's sending those videos to anyone else?
I hope she's not sending those videos to anyone else.
Does she ever say your name?
Oh, shit! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, this probably hurt like fuck.
I hope she's not sending those videos to anyone else.
Does she ever say your name?
You know, it takes another woman to know other women and to know exactly what question to ask. Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry, I haven't seen the video. I'm laughing because it's sad. Like, I'm not laughing at his misfortune. I'm laughing at his reaction and, you know, the fact that maybe it's sinking in. Like, this guy needs to move on with his life. It's for his own good. This is not healthy. Jesus. And you're going to see why it's not healthy based on the title.
Love you, my baby.
Well, when she calls me my baby, that's what she calls me.
Baby, hi. I just want to tell you that I love you and I miss you.
So we are finally going to get to meet in person. I'm planning to fly to Ukraine, and I'm really excited.
How are things going with Maria?
It's going good. She has good heart.
Look at her facial expression. Like, she is not buying any of this. You know, I kept saying to people, it's like women aren't as vocal as men. It's all about in their facial expressions and, you know, the body language, like very, very subtle hints. And I'm looking at her facial expression and it's definitely like, no, she's not buying this, dude.
And she cares about me for me. And she wants to get married.
Look at this uncomfortable smile. You know when someone is smiling uncomfortably by looking at their eyes.
And she wants to get married. Maria and I, we've been dating for 5 years. And we
I mean, look at this, right? Like, you need to understand, like, a woman that looks like this, if she never seen you before, she's not going to be single for 5 fucking years, dude. You know, like, this is not going to stay single for 5 years. No way, Jose. It's like, if you really wanted a car, if you really needed a car, and you were that person in the world that everyone wanted to give you a car, you would not stay for 5 years without an automobile. You get me? Oh, I got 10 Bulgarians. Greetings from Bulgaria. I love your channel. I actually met a Bulgarian yesterday on Street Fighter. This was really good. But you know what? What's really sad? Women know women and they hate each other. Yeah, pretty much. You know what's really sad about this? I actually know, like, all of my friends have been in this position in high school. And I've been in this position as well. Now, again, I don't have any friends that are jocks or any friends that are, you know, very good with women. But there was a time period when you would have, like, a woman that would lead you on. And this happens usually in the teenage years before you actually understand how dating works and, you know, all of these things. And this is definitely that type of chick that is just leading him on in order to get cash. Now, most of these women, you find them on Twitch in order to get bits from your mom's credit card, but it's really sad, man. I would never do this. This is retarded. I don't know, tactical droid. I don't know your life. And I don't have faith that if you did this, you would come up and say, yeah, it happened to me. But anyway.
A long time.
Why haven't you ever met her in person?
Well, because it's really hard for me to save up the money to do that. She's a receptionist. She's not getting paid that much, so I'm trying to at least help her and send her money.
Like a lot.
I give her probably about like $800 a month.
Look at her eyes, like Jesus fucking. Like, okay, she's from Ukraine. She makes $800. That is insane. Like in Ukraine, money is worth a lot more, and not only that, she probably doesn't pay taxes for it. So it's just fuck me. Like if she manages to have 2 or 3 of these guys, and this guy should have figured it out. It's like, look, man, this makeup, these clothings are not what a poor person wears. All right, this is not how a receptionist dresses herself. Like, look, an expensive watch over here. You know, this is not what you think. But oh my God, it's just it is painful to watch. It is really painful to watch. She is like me in a sense, V. Yeah, except she doesn't have to work for it. Like, you just, you know, you don't have to wake up and look at the news to see what videos to talk about. You don't have to edit the video, edit the thumbnail. Just be afraid that any day YouTube is going to kick you out. No, you don't have that. You just go downstairs and you go like, no, love you, my husband. And then you make like, what, $800 per month? Holy shit.
When are you going?
I'm gonna try to go in a couple of weeks.
It's just really fishy to me.
Oh, no fucking shit.
I feel like she's feeding him lies. I don't want to see him get hurt. He's a really nice guy.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Right? This is what feminists don't understand when they say it's like, oh, nice guys, you know, they just want sex or whatnot. It's like, no, it's because this guy is so nice that he believes every fart she is giving him. He's not going to end the relationship. If you can call it a relationship, right? That's the problem. Like, he's too nice and believes people. He's gullible. That's what nice guys are gullible people. You know, you need to be an asshole. You need to be an asshole, and the moment you want to meet her and she cancels the first date, boom, bada bing, bada boom, that's it.
I'm like overboard excited to go meet her. It's gonna be everything I dreamed of.
This is actually sad, man. This is just...
Everything is right on this. I've invested my savings, my time, working 7 days a week. It's gotta work. I just feel in my blood that it's gonna work.
So again, like, this guy is working 7 days a week overtime, right? And he managed to give her $40,000. Like, $40,000 here in my country, which I think is actually more expensive than Ukraine. Like, in Ukraine, you can get more. You can buy a 2-room apartment in some towns. Or if you go to a rural area with $40,000, you can build yourself a nice... you can buy a house that's already built, and you can renovate it and have like a big house with a yard, probably like 2 stories if you're pushing it. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. I would do this if I could be in the woman's position. Capitalism, bitches. Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I'm not saying she's still a piece of shit though. Like, you can, you know, morally do it, but other people call you a piece of shit. You know what I would like if I were to cast a Romanian curse on that woman. If I were to be able to just jinx that little lady, my curse to her would be that when she has a son, her son is being taken advantage of by a woman just like her. Seen Gundam's video about the cooch sniffer Alinity? Yeah, I saw. This Twitch lady was doing yoga movements, and the dog sniffs her crotch for like 5 seconds. That's why women can't be trusted with responsible positions. They don't want to hurt people, so they are being dishonest because protected feelings. Not really. I mean, I knew some female doctors that definitely would not protect your feelings. It depends on the women, I guess.
Just can't get her out of my mind.
Well, I hope it works out the way you hope it does.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know what's interesting though is like the power women have to motivate men. Like this is why marriage gets people out of poverty. I mean, this woman didn't even have a contact with him, and yet, being a nail technician, he manages to cough up 40k. You know, like that's insane.
Too.
Hello.
Hey babe, how you doing? How's your day?
Okay, and you?
Pretty good. I missed you.
Miss you too.
I
Oh my god, this is such an unnatural conversation. It's like it's a job for her to answer the call and talk to this guy.
love you.
I love you too.
I still think that we should do Ukraine. We can get like a nice little cheap hotel and we can go drink some coffee.
So wait, like he's giving her 40k, and he sits here with a cracked phone. I mean, you know, I'm not the one to judge because my phone is cracked as well, if you can see. But I don't give 40k to a lady. Jesus.
Go drink some coffee, and we can sit there and chat with your friends because you know I've always seen all your friends online. I haven't really, you know, to be able like to visit your family and get to learn a little bit about your culture.
Dude, why do you think her friends would want to meet you with something that's not the latest version of an iPhone or a Samsung, and it's cracked, and you also say, "Oh, we can go to a cheap hotel"? Does this us look like it belongs in a cheap hotel to you? Like I know you're going to say, "Oh, stereotyping V," but again, like come on, a little bit of stereotype doesn't hurt. You know, do you think this us belongs in a cheap hotel? Let's be real here.
The travel agency,
Like to show.
we can get like a nice little cheap hotel and we can go drink some coffee.
Hey, look, she laughs. She laughs when she hears cheap hotel. Look.
We can get like a nice little cheap hotel and we can go
Isn't this just? Oh my fucking god.
like a nice little cheap hotel and we can go drink some
She's
coffee.
like, either she's laughing or she's spitting. It's like we can go to a nice cheap hotel. And she's like, It sounds like a spit.
To do Ukraine. We can get like a nice little cheap hotel and we can go drink some coffee.
I can't tell if she's sleeping or laughing. I generally can't tell that. Yeah, at least there are some women that would give you their bathwater, you know. Men build this civilization to impress women. Well, I don't think she's very impressed. Yeah, she doesn't sound very impressed to me.
And we can sit there and chat with your friends because you know I've always seen all your friends online. I haven't really, you know, to be able like to visit your family and get to learn
You know, this would be even more sad if she's with her boyfriend right now.
a little bit about your culture there.
I think it's a good idea, but it's really cold.
Look at his face! Look at his face like, woman, my ancestors came from Africa. If I can come to the cold and stomach it, so should you.
Now it's cold and it will be difficult, you know, to walk on the street, like to show my city.
At least from his facial expression, he kind of realizes it's bullshit, but he just doesn't want to accept it. It's starting to sink in.
Better to visit like when it's nice weather. It's a reason I think it's better for both of us to relax in some nice and beautiful place. Like to Mexico.
She's probably saying Mexico because she knows he can't afford it. But to be honest, if I was just, you know, in this position and you want to test her, like you genuinely don't know and you just want to test her, you say, well, can I come to Ukraine and pick you up and we can then fly to Mexico together?
Right now I'm starting to worry because this isn't the first time that I tried to meet up with Maria. Over the past 5 years, me and Maria, we tried to meet up over 3 different occasions.
How the fuck is it impossible for an American to meet someone is something that I don't know. I mean, the plane tickets, like if you can spend 40k to her, Right? How much is a plane ticket to America? I think it's a lot more expensive than a plane ticket in Europe. It's probably like $2,000, 3,000, right? I mean, just just pay the money and go there, man.
The first time, the travel agency, they took half of her money. The second time,
What do you mean the travel agency took half of her money?
she said that she missed the flight. That
It's a bad thing they don't give you your money back if you miss a flight. That really sucks.
the third time, she was missing something on her passport. I have no idea what it was. And I
But why, if that's the case, why doesn't he go there?
paid for everything. I just want to see her in real life because that's a part of my life that I'm missing. Are you sure you don't want me to go to Ukraine? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure it's better to do when it's nice weather. I was planning to like spend time with you, like in a romantic place, you know, like Mexico, and enjoy each other.
What on earth is romantic about Mexico? I would do this if I could be, yeah. A fool and his body are easily parted after all, which is why I want to be a woman.
No, I know, babe, listen, I understand that. You know, I love you, but it's gonna be tough, you know. Money's kind of tight right now, and
Well, what sounds is she making? Is she actually getting, like... Is that her boyfriend licking her pussy while she's on the phone? Because, like, listen to her sounds.
but it's gonna be tough, you know. Money's kind of tight right now, and if we go to Mexico,
Oh, she probably gagged. She probably gagged when she heard, like, body is kind of tight right now.
I'm at least gonna have at least like $6,000 to $7,000. It's gonna be like at least $2,000 for your plane ticket there from Ukraine to Mexico. And then once we get to Mexico, I'm gonna have to pay for the resort and then food. It's really gonna be hard for me to be able to pay for that. I'll tell you what I do. I'm gonna work harder, and I'm going to. I don't know. I'm just gonna start going to work early. I'm gonna start doing whatever I need to do. All right, I'll figure something out, babe.
Jesus, bad. You know, I wouldn't be able to do this. Like, if I was the woman, I wouldn't be able to do this. I mean... Scamming people is one thing, and you know, like, it's an Eastern European tradition. Like, here in Eastern European, you get scammed, so eventually you scam someone thinking you're going to get scammed back. You know, it's the circle of life. But holy shit, man, like, you need to be a heartless person to be able to pull something like this off. I'm also curious, like, what is she going to say when she actually sees this episode?
All right, I'm your man, and I love you, and I really care about you, and you know you're everything to me, and I just can't give up. So I'll figure it out, baby, because I love you.
I know, baby, so I love you for, you know, a real man, you know, and I love you for it.
She's more... I think she's snorting coke or something. Oh my god. Capitalism already rewards the best people. Tactical droid, you need to have like some je ne sais pas in order to pull something like that off. Yeah, you need to be the best at it. And by the way, this I don't think this only happens in capitalism. I think any system that you have, except like maybe if you have like arranged marriages or something. But other than that, I generally think like this can happen even in socialism. I don't see why it wouldn't happen in socialism. And even with arranged marriages, it probably doesn't happen with the man and the woman, but it can happen between the family of the bride and the family of the groom. You know, like they can have like the disputes. Yeah, in feudalism, like in feudalism, you had the dowry, right? You had the family with the girl and the family with the guy, right? And they would do an arranged marriage, and usually it involves some sort of price. And you could have like the family of the wife just conning and cheating the family of the groom. Why wouldn't it happen? This guy could have picked a single mother in the ghetto. Yeah, but I'm telling you, a single mother in the ghetto wouldn't look like that. It's yeah, like the thing is, like, if you're with a girl, even if she's interested in you, after like 5 years, she will definitely not be interested in you. Like they don't want that type of person, you know. Especially if you're going to give them money and they realize, oh, well, all I have to do is to call him baby, husband, say I love him, and he's going to give me cash. And I bet that she's not responding to at least 50% of the calls. You know, he's calling her and she's like, oh, I was busy, I was sleeping, oh, the phone wasn't okay, or something like that, you know. Especially like since she's in Ukraine, she can just say, oh, well, I was asleep because the time difference and blah. Destiny approved this relationship. This video shows how awful American women are. Tara, she's Ukrainian. She's not American. She's Ukrainian. Oh my god. Right, so I just wanted to show you this. It was just a stunning and brave video that I saw. It messed me up. Because it's sad, you know? It's really sad. And I knew some guys in high school that were like that. I was in a similar position, not involved in money and whatnot. But I used to be in a time where I liked a girl and she would lead me on and, you know, just expect that I'd take her out and stuff. I think every guy has been there. But you grow out of it, you know, like you start to understand. And you learn that you need, if a girl is not interested, you cut your losses and you move on. Oh my god. She's Ukrainian and he's after her instead of American women. Think how bad American women are, huh? His bank accounts looks like the Young Turks views count thread. Oof. You grow out of it and go men going their own way. How much would someone need to give you to show feet on cam? Do you know you can't do that on Twitch? Like apparently you're not allowed to show feet on Twitch. Like what a bizarre thing. Someone wants to see the end. I think this is the end.
Okay, babe.
Yeah.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
I love you, baby. Bye
Love
bye.
you. Bye.
No, this was the end. $40,000. He could have used it to open his own nail bar. Well, I mean, not really. See, this is another thing. When you like for example, if you think how much money someone in their lifetime spends on cigarettes, you can say, well, you could have bought a jet plane with that money. And sometimes it's true, but the thing is, like, people usually spend that money, you know, they don't put it somewhere else. So, not really, you know. He would have probably spent it on other things. Her boyfriend is probably next to her laughing. I really feel bad for him, but he's a grown-ass man spending all his money on a woman he's never met for 5 years of dating. Also, let's be real. He likes her because of her looks. It has nothing to do with her personality. She doesn't even know him. What is wrong with liking her because of her looks, number one? And number two, Jessica, if you were a man and you had a cock and balls, when you like someone because of her looks and you start talking with her, you start to like... Actually, like, this is the problem, right? Because you never get to see her and it's just on the phone, you don't notice any of the flaws that she might have. Like maybe she has stinky breath. Maybe she has a nervous tick. You don't get to notice any of that. Instead, you're going to only treat her like a goddess, the same way that a lot of men treat Twitch streamers and buy their bathwater. His ex must have broken his heart for him to be so attached to someone he's never met for 5 years. He's such a sweetheart. No one deserves this. Well, okay, Sade, call him up. You know, it would actually be interesting if you have a woman throwing herself at him, you know, jiggling her tits in front of his face, and he's like, no, I'm going to be loyal. I'm going to be loyal to my Ukrainian lady. For about $40, I can buy a 51 rose bouquet in Kiev. Yeah, you can, but think about the plane tickets. Like, I think he actually sent it from America. I sexed a Twitch thought once, but she wasn't very famous. How many viewers are we talking about, Montajo? And I didn't know she was a thought when I met her. Yeah, now I'm intrigued. I never heard the story of the people that do the Twitch thoughts. 200. I also sexted a video chat thought once. Didn't know she's into video chat at the time. It was like this girl I met on Facebook, and she was really attractive. Christina was her name. Was years ago, and before I was to law school actually. And she was only up during nighttime, and she was asleep during the day, and it got peculiar, right? Because I wonder, like, why is this a thing? And then she came on and told me that she wants to talk, and told me that she's into video chat and how do I feel about it. And obviously, like at the time I was like, what is video chat? What are you doing? Because I didn't know. I managed to increase her revenue, her earnings. I told her, no, wait, I was in med school. I was in med school because I remember now. I told her, it's like, look, you don't want to take your clothes off really fast because then the men, they crack a nut and they leave. You need to keep the conversation going, edge them on. I increased her profits by 20%. And one day we got in a fight, and she told me, it's like, well, you as a doctor, V, with less than $200 a wage a month, how much are you making that? It's like less than 200. I make more than 5,000 a month, and I'm like, I can't argue with that logic, like hopefully you're going to find someone that makes as much as you do. At this point, it's sunken cost is in too deep. Yeah, that's another thing. You know what Wolfie says? This is a trick that a lot of video games use. Once you invest too much time and it becomes a sunken cost thing, you don't really want to back down. Like you want to drive it to its logical conclusion. Should I become a Kangirl manager? I don't know. I'm still not making $5,000 a month. Jesus, that's a lot of money, dude. And she didn't have to pay taxes as well. Like no one would find out how much like the company was paying for her. She was making $5,000 without taxes, after tax. Sorry. No way I would share with a bitch who at any time fucked me over. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow on the main video.